What up, folks? Once again, it is indeed your boy Tim with another sad rideshare video. You already see the title. But what I want to ask is, how many of you folks routinely carry and use a dash camera? You know what we're talking about, on your rear view mirror, on your dashboard somewhere, that not only records what's going on outside of your vehicle to help with insurance claims, but what about what's going on inside of your vehicle to perhaps get you or your loved ones, in the event of your demise, some form of justice? Here's a perfect video to detail that.
A rideshare driver is in critical condition after being shot this weekend. This happened around 2 a.m. Sunday in the 900 block of East 91st Street. Chicago police say the driver was shot in the back of the neck by a passenger. The car then crashed. The suspect took off and remains at large. In response, the Chicago Gig Alliance is renewing its call for a rideshare living wage and safety ordinance to better protect drivers.
30 years of age, shot in the neck. Wow. Now, according to authorities, the vehicle was in motion when the driver was shot. There's a few things here that lead at least me to believe there's a little bit more to the story, which is why I wanted to talk to you about it. But shot while the vehicle was moving could likely indicate a struggle. Just a passenger shooting a driver for no damn reason at all. I don't know if that sits well. Sounds like it could have been maybe some type of struggle, maybe some type of demand for the vehicle or personal possessions. Maybe the driver, being unarmed like a lot of drivers are, decided to use the car as a weapon. Whatever the case may be, having the passenger shoot him in the neck to get out of the vehicle. Awful story. Now, every article I've looked at a few articles on this, every article suggests that it was indeed a passenger that shot the driver. Now, how do authorities know that? But the driver being in critical condition, maybe he was able to utter a few words at the scene before being hauled away by an ambulance, or perhaps using the records in his phone. Maybe they were able to figure it out from that. But what I wanted to ask you folks is, how many of you keep a dash cam in your vehicle? My humble opinion, it's an absolute necessity as part of the job. May help you or your family, in the event of your demise, get some form of justice. We covered a driver, a female driver in Pennsylvania, I believe last year, where a driver got in the vehicle, put a gun to her head. She was begging for her life. He did not answer that prayer, shot her in the head, dumped her off in the ditch. Now, he took her webcam out of the vehicle and also tossed it, but the police were able to find the webcam, dash cam, get the footage, and was able to arrest him, and he's serving pretty much the rest of his life in prison out there in Pennsylvania for that event. But having a dash cam brought that particular victim some justice to her family. She was a mother of four. So in this case here, the suspect is still at large, which is why we're talking about dash cams, because dash cam might be very instrumental if the driver had one in helping ID the assailant. Now, in this case, you already know what I'm going to say, what I say in most videos that are similar to this. Nothing good happens after midnight. You're taking trips 1 to 2 a.m. on the south side of Chicago. They state this happened in the 900 block of 91st Street. I am very familiar with that area around 91st and Cottage Grove. Super dangerous. 1 a.m. in the morning, just simply not the place to be. In fact, virtually no major metropolitan area in the United States is a good place to be at 1 a.m. taking trips with strangers. You just increase your risk of a bad outcome. Astronomically. But Chicago, Philly, Detroit, places like that, 1 a.m., I understand folks want to deal with the after club crowd and things like that, but certainly on the weekdays, I would strongly advise against taking trips at wee hours of the morning, particularly on the weekdays. I'm just bad idea. Some man or multiple males get in your vehicle at that time of night. It's just, look, at the end of the day, we do want to make an earning, a living rather. We do want it to make a few bucks, but I don't know about the risk reward scenario, putting this in a situation where it's worth it. I don't see it. Shot in the neck, though. We just covered another driver that was shot in the head less than 24 hours ago. It's not a safe way to earn a living, folks. Not a safe way. But dash cams, I did want to point that out. Certainly have a dash cam on you. I don't know in some of these cases when folks are being shot from behind, even if having your own defensive tools can save you. A lot of these times, these drivers are being shot from behind. This is the second time the woman I covered down in Texas that shot her driver, thinking he was taking her into Mexico, shot him from behind in the back of the head. The off-duty Atlanta police officer, once again thinking that his driver was taking him to a gay fraternity or something really fucking weird, because he was strung out on Xanax, once again sitting behind the driver, murdering that driver as well. So even with defensive tools, a lot of these passengers are getting the jump on drivers sitting behind you with tactical advantage and just murdering drivers. If you follow content here, you would understand we're covering them fairly frequent now. It is warm weather now. It is the summer now. This shit is not likely to stop. It's likely to increase in frequency. Stay safe out there, folks. Make sure you're making the right decisions. If this is indeed a decent side hustle for you, I understand the need to make a living, but keep in mind, it's not all roses and rainbows. It is your boy Tim. Feel free to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Stay safe, stay armed. I'll see you in the next video.